just want to be her. For your mom to your pop to the beat to the bird. My cut right off on the curb. Like I'm Barry Sanders. Chains on.
Coach, thank you. EA Sports coverage of the National Football League takes us to the Queen City of Cincinnati and Paul Brown Stadium right on the banks of the Ohio River. This crowd loves their orange and black. The scene just a short time ago, they were in full roar as their guys burst out of the locker room. We're ready for football as the Bengals get set to do battle with the San Francisco 49ers. This will be taken in at the 1. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
The Bengals take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
BAT! Watch the back, heavy.
This is Joe Mixon, 4th in the NFL in rushing last season. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. Okay, there's a tone setter. First play from scrimmage, stuff him in the backfield.
You know what they were doing last night in the hotel room? Visualizing exactly that. That's what they were thinking about. Making that play, having leverage, lower than the offensive lineman, getting into the offensive backfield, knocking someone down. Just what you said, setting the tone early for this game.
Jeez, you are fired up.
When I see a play like that, I can't help it.
On 2nd and 11 now. Dalton throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete. John Ross, the one he was looking for. 3rd down here. You got a young quarterback. Maybe that's just an example of a growing pain for him.
I think you're right about that because when the game starts to move fast and it moves quickly on him, a lot of times they fall back on what they know best, their arm. He's slinging it on this one. Had a wide open target, but didn't have the proper footwork to increase his accuracy.
3rd down, a shot here for Dalton. He's got his man, Boyd. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. They'll get 14 on that one. Good for a Bengal 1st down.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
Now a chance to make that encroachment penalty really hurt. 1st and 5. After the penalty, it's Mixon. Defensively, Jimmy Ward in on the stop.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
Hands up, lead! Regular. Let's go, D. Check 24, check 24.
On 2nd down, here's Mixon. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. 2 yards, good enough for a 1st.
2nd and 1 is often an invitation to take the big shot downfield. Well, I bet the offensive lineman said, are you kidding? We just get on our backs and let's go get the 1st down. They love being physical.
Hands up, lady! Check Mike 54, Mike 54. Man, that's trash, that's trash. Hey, alert 3. 2 by 2. Switch. Move. Switch.
Mixon with a 1st down carry. Trying to get out wide, but he's going to be tackled right near the line of scrimmage. And the tackle there by Quan Alexander.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10.
Hey, come on out here. Come get some.
And now to the air. Dalton looking for Green, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the safety, Jarquiski Tart. And he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about. So they obviously declined that, and it is a touchdown.
They still had the option, but let's face it.
There's no option.
There's no option when you score a touchdown. An easy call for them.
Gold able to tack on the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. This fielded at the 2. And he'll take this across the 25. Couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. Cincinnati now ready to take the field. So here's Dalton and the Bengals now. 1st and 10 at their own 27. Here's Joe Mixon as they start on the ground. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down. We haven't seen much from him running the football here in this first quarter.
No, you're right about that. We haven't seen much of him at all so far. They've stacked him up pretty well, but when you're trying to run the football, sometimes you got to play the long game. Keep handing it to him, and some of those runs that aren't working now, they turn into 6, 7, 8, and maybe more later on.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
Set the tone, defense. Let's go.
Andy Dalton. That's complete to John Ross. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A 1st down there on a pickup of 25.
And the Bengals 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 46-yard line.
So from inside Niner territory now, this is 1st and 10 at the 46. Dalton with a give here to Mixon. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on 1st down. Up front, the struggles continue for this offense among the line. What can they do? Change the play calling? What?
I think part of that, yes, changing some of the play calls, some screens, some draws, some misdirection. You want to run any type of a play that will influence these guys to continue to get upfield and find a way to use that against them and slip things in behind them. So some quick passes could work as well.
Mike 54. Mike 54. Exit.
On 2nd and 11 now. Dalton. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. Give him 14 on that one and a 1st down. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
I'm going to come back to you.
They toss to Mixon. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. It's a loss of 5 there, bringing up 2nd.
I know when I was a kid, I always got real excited when I saw those lateral type runs. But the best backs that made it happen, they put a foot in the ground and just go. That didn't happen there. That play got swallowed up.
Hands up. 54. Let's go, D. Hands up.
Now a 1st carry for Giovanni Bernard. And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. It'll be a loss of a yard, and they're going to be staring at a 3rd and long here.
Rip right. Kill. Heavy.
Dalton here from the gun. Decent gain on the scramble to 6, but now it's 4th. Here's Randy Bullock now as he'll go for the field goal. On the left hash, officially it's called a 51-yard attempt. And Bullock will put this one through. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. These kickers now, it used to be that a 50-plus yarder was cause for celebration. Now seemingly automatic.
Yeah, isn't it funny when we prepare for a game, when you look at the backgrounds of these kickers, it's interesting, isn't it, to find out they were all-state quarterbacks, receivers, defensive backs, all-state wrestlers, right? Baseball players. We're finding athletes all along, and now they're just specialists putting it through the posts.
Garoppolo going to bring the Niners up here 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. Now a man who really stepped up last year. This is Matt Breida. And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. They may want to go back to that one. First play of the drive, good for 15 and a first down.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much space to rumble.
Here we go.
So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line. Looking to throw, Garoppolo. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
The positioning here is key. As a defensive back, you're taught 99% of the time, make a play on the football. But in this case, making a play on the man was all the difference. That's what forced the incompletion.
Here we go.
So 2nd down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40.
You better be afraid of me.
A first carry for the former Falcon, Tevin Coleman. And this time he's going backwards. So after the no gain on the last attempt, here they get him behind the line. A nickel look now for the Bengals as they try to stop him here on 3rd down. After one, 7-3 the score on EA Sports. Ready for the 2nd quarter, and it's our visitors with the football as they're facing a very tough 3rd and 11. Third and 11. And some extra depth in the secondary here. They're in the dime.
21. May, exit. Come on, boy. You better be ready. Don't be scared of it.
From the gun, it's Garoppolo. There's the first NFL catch for South Carolina's Deebo Samuel. And they're going to have this way down in Cincinnati territory. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Sometimes the one-handed catches are unnecessary, but he was trying to ward off the defender with the other, so maybe that was just a good play.
So that tells you that not only do they imagine those types of catches, they actually work on them with defenders jostling them in order to keep their concentration and haul it in.
And they'll get this from the 8 to the 5. Pick up a 3. Give him 3 on the gain there. 2nd and goal.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain considering the blitz that they just had against them.
And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal. To throw, it's Garoppolo. Escaping the pressure right. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
So I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, Frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
Here we go.
An extra defensive back on the field here for 3rd and goal.
Hey, Roy. Check my 50. We got to get the ball. See, get the ball right here. Let's go. One, Omaha. Check nickel. Mike's 50. 11. Mike's 50.
Working from the gun, Garoppolo. And it's complete. In the end zone, touchdown 49ers. Marquise Goodwin, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the 49ers add on to their lead. Gold to add the extra point. And this one's right through to make it a 14-3 ball game. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away.
Get ready.
Their own 25-yard line.
A reminder coming up later tonight, Sunday Night Football, a good one from Atlanta. Eagles and Falcons, 8:20 Eastern. And then tomorrow on Monday Night Football, Odell Beckham back in New York, back in MetLife Stadium. Browns and Jets, 8:15 Eastern on Monday night. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. Nice way to start the drive, a gain of 12 and a first down.
First and 10 at the 37-yard line.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
54. I got one.
Passing, it's Dalton. And down he goes. The 49ers get there. D Ford in there to get him. It's a loss of 5.
Well, that's a pretty darn good start to his season, huh? A sack in the opener, adds a second one here. That tells you about his offseason. He came in determined to have a big year, and it's paying off.
Coming up now on a 2nd and 15 following that sack.
93, 52, 93, 44, 44. There you go. 54. We only
Throwing, Dalton. Over the middle, that's caught by Ross. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 15 yards on the play, first down.
First and 10 at the 48-yard line.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. From the gun, Dalton looks to throw. Caught, Eifert over the middle. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down.
Nice rhythm throw there on 1st down. He located his tight end, made it a nice, easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards.
Hey, watch that. Check.
Here's Dalton. This one grabbed by A.J. Green. And they're able to get this one past the 30 to the 25-yard line. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains.
That's another Bengals first down. First and 10 at the 25-yard line.
Dalton going to break the huddle, come up 1st and 10. And he's 4 for 4 now, throwing the ball to start the drive. This will be Dalton again. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down. Green once again the intended receiver, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
Lead! 54! Keep it up, defense. Keep it up, guys.
To throw again. Dalton. That is caught right at the 10-yard line. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. A gain of 13. It's a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 11-yard line.
A first chance in the red zone for the Bengals now. They've got a 1st and 10 at the 11. The toss play to Mixon. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. 5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Even though they gave up more than they wanted to on that play, it actually illustrates how well they've bottled him up throughout the game, because that was his longest run of this contest.
The 1st down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5.
Let's pin the mirrors back. 2 by 2. Move. 57's the mic. Watch 57. Come on, D. Hey, Zoo. 57's the mic. 57's the mic.
Now Dalton. The quick slant caught. And he will take it on in for a Bengals touchdown. A.J. Green. His first touchdown of the new season. And the Bengals have got it back to a 1-score game. Bullock good on the extra point, and that makes it a 14-10 ball game. Now Bullock will send this one away after the touchdown. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line.
1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
The San Francisco offense getting their last-minute instructions before they take over here. And they had to wait a long time to get the football back. Probably not what you were hoping for when you got an offense that's humming.
Agreed. What you were looking for is the defense get the ball back pretty quickly, right? Hoping for a 3-and-out. So that didn't happen. You can't yell.
The Bengal pressure gets him that time. Down he goes. Carlos Dunlap. It'll go as a loss of about 8 as he gets in there to drop him. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on 2nd down. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. A reminder coming up at halftime. We'll head to Orlando. Standing by there, Jonathan Coachman. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL in this 2nd week of the regular season. Throwing on 2nd and long. Garoppolo. He'll rifle this one. He's got a man. Complete. Past the 20. Touchdown, 49ers. Jimmy Garoppolo with his 2nd touchdown pass of this first half. And the 49ers are able to strike quickly for 6. Heck of a start to his season. He had 2 touchdowns in the opener last week, another one here in week 2.
Well, I don't want to call him a touchdown machine this early, but sometimes you get locked in, and you feel good about things. You get into that zone, and those touchdowns come in bunches. He may be off to that kind of a start.
It's like he was shot out of a cannon. I would imagine success this early, great momentum going forward for the rest of the year.
He keeps this up, They'll soon be chanting MVP anytime he touches the ball.
Let's go. Do it.
At their own 25-yard line.
Now the Cincinnati offense ready to see what they can do here. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2-minute. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
And they work this well upfield across the 45. A well-executed 22-yard gain. Out of the gun, it's Dalton. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
Brandon, it looked like he had his hands on it for a moment, but let's face it, that was going to be a tough catch all the way because of the presence of the defense right there as he was trying to haul it in.
Yeah, nice job to force the incompletion. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down.
There you go, 368. Check right, 54.
Throwing again. Dalton over the middle, complete. That's Ross. And he gets it down deep into San Francisco territory. A big play there for Cincinnati. 44 yards.
First and goal at the 9-yard line.
The chain gang hustling to catch up. Here's 1st and goal from just inside the 10. They'll give it to Mixon. And running room hard to come by here. He gets it down to the 8. He'll get 2 out of that run, and it's going to bring up a 2nd and goal.
Well, it's been the air game that's taken them down on this drive before they finally turned around and handed it off on the last play.
And now they're looking for the big boys to get him in the end zone. Couldn't do it there.
It'll be interesting to see. Offensive lines had to pass block a lot on this drive. Will they be able to revert and fire out and create some space in the run game?
Another try for Mixon. They'll get this halfway home from the 8 to the 4 on a gain of 4. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action. They come out with 1 back and 3 tight ends. Dalton on 3rd and goal. And it's going to be incomplete. He was able to catch it there on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. And it's going to bring up 4th down. So out comes the field goal team now for the 2nd time here today. This will be just a 21-yard attempt. Bullock's kick is good. And that'll make this an 8-point game. So the 3 points here, they're still down, but they put somewhat of a dent into that lead going into the break.
Anything helps when you're trying to chip away at a lead, but they do know that they're going to need a little bit better effort in the second half.
After the field goal now, it's Bullock to kick it away. This will be taken in at the 1. And he is out of bounds as they'll start up past the 30.
At their own 32-yard line.
Likely time for one final snap as they start out 1st and 10. They'll indeed try to run it out as they start on the ground. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. So we have reached halftime here in what's an 8-point game. As we send you down to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach, it's the 49ers out in front, and they will get the football first as well as we are back and started in the second half. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line.
At their own 22-yard
Garoppolo going to bring the Niners up here 1st and 10 at their own 22. Here's Garoppolo to throw. Gets this one left side to Pettis. 20, 10, touchdown, 49ers. 3 touchdown passes now for Jimmy Garoppolo. And the 49ers add 6 to their lead. Still plenty of time left in the game, but now starting to pull away a little bit. Get some breathing room with that one.
And I don't want people to think that NFL locker rooms are cookie cutter, that everyone's saying the exact same thing in every situation. But I do know that all 32 teams have an emphasis on starting fast. Game, second half, no matter what. Whether it's first 5 minutes, first 3, whatever. This was a big score to start the second half.
Gold with the extra point, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20.
I'm here all day. Regular. Hey, 1 check, Mike.
On 1st and 10, here's Andy Dalton. He's going to float this one deep right side. Oh, so close to an interception. Read that beautifully. Got his hands on it, couldn't get it. And it's 2nd down. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
You're gonna see me in your nightmare. Mike's 54.
To throw again. Dalton. Under heavy pressure, and down goes Dalton on the sack. Credit the sack to the Oregon Duck, DeForest Buckner.
Okay, you know my bias is about to come out here. A lot of people would think that the offense is just moving in the wrong direction. I'd say they're moving in the right direction because the defense is pushing them back.
Former defensive guy. Now, as a quarterback 3rd and long, you really got to rally the troops here, don't you?
Yeah, you do in a big way. And what else do you have to look out for? More pressure coming at you because it seems to be working pretty well.
So the sack, and now it's 3rd and long for Dalton and the Bengals. From the gun, Dalton. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. It's the former Seahawk, Richard Sherman.
Well, it's 3rd and long, and you've got a few different ways to play it offensively. But this is not the type of offense that's going to wave the white flag. They're going to keep chucking it. And this time, it results in an interception.
On 1st down, here's Breida. Busts through the tackle. And they went the wrong way there. Losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. It'll be a loss of 1, and it'll be 2nd and 11.
Here we go. 180. Here we go. Hey, we got tight left. Hey, we got 4. 13. Watch 10. Come on. Watch 10. Hey, orbit. 57, man.
Garoppolo looks to throw. The first catch of the game for George Kittle. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. 23 yards the pickup there.
It certainly feels like there are more stars at the tight end position than there were even 10 years ago. And I think it's become more of a glamour position because of the ways it can hurt a defense, and guys want to be involved. They can be in line, close to the line of scrimmage. They can split out like receivers. But hands, route running, speed, and some toughness to go across the middle, you put it all together, you got a heck of a tight end candidate.
After the penalty, a fresh set of downs. It's 1st and 10.
Hey, watch it. 12. White.
A shotgun snap for Garoppolo. Now the pressure gets there, and he goes down just inside the 20 at the 19. Credit the sack to Malik Jefferson.
Well, there's still time to rectify this situation because the silver lining, they took a sack on 1st and goal. But that close to the goal line, that still definitely hurts.
Here we go.
First down, a bit of a disaster, and now on 2nd and goal, back even further.
49, check 49, check 49. 21, 21. 22 jet bomber, 22 jet bomber.
50's the mic. 9-9, sweetheart.
And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. They get 16 out of that one, but they'll still need to convert on 3rd. This is kind of one of those in-between plays here, Charles, on 3rd and goal from the 2 or the 3 in that area. What do you dial up?
Something quick hitting. You don't have the time for something that develops slowly. It's got to be right at them if you're going to run the football. And if you're going to throw it, something quick, get it out of your hands in a hurry.
They'll try to run with Breida. And across the goal line, into the end zone. Touchdown, 49ers. Matt Breida, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the 49ers add on to their lead. Gold able to tack on the extra point. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. So here's Dalton and the Bengals now. 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. They'll try to get the run game going. This is Mixon. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there. The tackle by Eric Armstead.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28.
Hey, D-line, let's get in there. Let's get in there now.
Dalton gives to Bernard. Able to shake free for about 7 up to the 35.
And after that type of a run, there's some talking going on down on the field, but it's not trash talking. The guy who just carried the ball, he's going back and telling his offensive line, great job, keep it up, and we'll break that one soon.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. They give to Mixon to try to pick it up, and he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. 3 yards there, good enough to keep the drive moving.
Well, they certainly have been able to get him going and establish the run, so I think it's time to abandon that plan and start chucking it all over the park. And you know who's excited about that? The defensive front. They got a chance to pin their ears back and get after him now.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Now Joe Mixon. The loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
But if these guys are going to chop into that deficit, they're going to have to do a much better job in the run game. Caught behind the line of scrimmage, no yardage to be found.
They go 368. Hey, pick it up, defense. Let's go.
Now on 2nd and 13, Dalton. And the Niners get there and bring him down. Eric Armstead, the defensive end, will get credited for the sack. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
So the sack, and now it's 3rd and long for Dalton and the Bengals.
Mike 5-4, Mike 5-4, Mike 5-4. 368. Watch twist. Watch twist.
Operating from the gun. Dalton looks to throw, fires right side. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down. Here's Ryan Quigley now. And surprisingly, this is the first punt of the game for either team. Here comes Pettis on the return. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. 51 yards on the punt there. And the Niners will go on offense. 1st and 10. Garoppolo going to bring the Niners up here 1st and 10 at their own 26.
Here we go. 12, fellas, here we go.
Looking to throw, Garoppolo. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It was way too tight, unable to find anyone open.
Here we go.
Once again, they'll come up on the 26-yard line, 2nd and 10.
He's coming, he's coming, he's coming. We got double up, double up.
On 2nd down, a run with Breida. Only a couple there as he'll be brought down about the 28.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
And force the incompletion on 1st down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on 2nd.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in an expected passing situation.
The Niners on 3rd down. A perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. This is 3rd and 8. Now Garoppolo. Complete to the tight end, Kittle, over the middle of the field. And he fumbled it. It's on the ground. So it goes as a fumble, but the key thing, not a fumble loss.
Yeah, that stat's big, isn't it? I mean, I remember watching teams play. The ball might be on the ground a number of times during the game, but the other team doesn't get it. That's a huge difference in the ball game. And in this case, they were able to retain possession.
57 to Mike. Hey, Foxtrot, Foxtrot.
Play fake there to Coleman. Now Garoppolo. Can't get away, and he's taken down. Carlos Dunlap picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
It's 2nd down.
Here we go.
Now that after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23. Back now in Cincinnati. A lot of folks starting to make their way to the parking lot. Their guys trail big here to begin quarter number 4. Now that after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23.
57's the mic. Watch 57.
They fake the give. Now Garoppolo looks to throw. And he almost intercepted it. They haven't picked a ball off yet. That probably should have been their first. And it's 3rd down now. The Niners on 3rd down. A perfect 4 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and a mile. On 3rd down, here's Coleman. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th. When this offense gathers to watch the tape, they're going to like a lot of what they saw. They put up big numbers, but they might fast forward through that last play.
Oh, there won't be any fast forwarding, partner. I've sat in those sessions before. You end up spending more time on the bad plays than you do on the good ones. It's just the nature of coaches. But I know sitting in that room, when you've had a big game, the night that they've had, you don't want to hear that. You just want to focus on the good stuff.
So here's Dalton and the Bengals now. 1st and 10 at about the 32.
Big stop, let's go.
From the gun, Dalton. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Boyd. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Fresh out of the locker room, they hit him with a gain of over 20.
1st down. 1st and 10 at the 47-yard line.
54 is Mike. 54 is Mike. Check.
1st and 10 for Dalton. And a big loss here as he's taken down. DeForest Buckner. Excellent job on that play. A big, big loss. 18 yards. Now this one from about 2 counties over after the sack. They come up on a 2nd and very long. Andy Dalton. And it's knocked away and incomplete. He was looking for John Ross that time. But now it's 3rd down. Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense that's well coordinated. The front and the back really in sync. The front putting on the pressure. The backside being ball hawks and picking passes off.
3rd and long. What will Dalton dial out? And down he goes. The 49ers get there. D Ford able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, and with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury. Bengals going for it. Here's Dalton. And they will not be able to hook up there. It's incomplete. The Bengals try it, but it doesn't work out. And the Niners take over in terrific field position. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. The former Purdue Boilermaker, Raheem Mostert. And he's got about 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 25.
Well, that's a pretty good drive starter right there. And I don't know, partner, if you're even thinking about sitting on the ball right now. They may just want to run their regular offense.
In plus territory. And as an offensive coordinator, you don't want your team to go into a shell, do you?
No, you really don't, because as soon as you take your foot off the gas, it's real hard to put it back on and mash it, because once everyone's emotions come down, hard to start them up again. So I think he may want to keep them cranking high right here.
And now a first chance for the backup here to throw. Eluding the pressure right. And he slides to avoid the hit. That one a 1st down pickup of 8.
Well, he did a nice job keeping his eyes downfield, waiting for someone to get open. But once the pressure forced his eyes down to see the rush, it was time to make a break for it.
And now the first throw for the backup quarterback. And he finds his tight end, Salek. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. The completion good for 3, and it's 2nd down.
Here we go, here we go. 18, Gator. Hey, tight end's right. Watch tight end. 4 down. Check.
Here's a 2nd and 7. Blitz coming, and down he goes.
Brandon, more often than not, you'd say they've had his number, and we can count them up so far. 1, 2, 3, 4 sacks given up. But guess what? He's still been able to make some plays, and right now they have a lead.
The Niners on 3rd down. They've been near perfect, 4 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd down and 12. Back to throw. This is caught. And across the chalk into the end zone. It's a 49er touchdown. Jalen Hurd, his first NFL reception, goes for 6. And the 49ers add 6 to their lead. Gold with the extra point, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. This fielded at the 2.
Come on, baby. Let's go. The Bengals take over 1st and 10 at their own 18.
So here's Dalton and the Bengals now. 1st and 10 at their own 18.
Watch the screen.
Dalton here from the gun. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down. Defensively, you look at the numbers. Another incomplete passer we just saw, and they're under 200 yards passing for the game, so they've done their job on that side of the ball.
Yeah, recently I was actually working a game where a quarterback had a streak of 5 straight games without a 200-yard game, and that was a big talk both in his town and amongst his team. How do we get the passing game going? So big credit to them, holding them under 200 today.
Another throw on 2nd down, and this one incomplete as well. The Bengals on 3rd down, lacking much success, just 2 for 7 to this point. This is 3rd and 10. So Dalton now. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. It's the former Seahawk, Richard Sherman, and they will set up shop in enemy territory at the 42-yard line. So now he's equaled his interception total from a week ago. Remember, Charles, he had 3 last week.
And you know, all week long he vowed to take that number down. Told the guys on the team, don't worry, things are going to pick up. I've got this. But he is in a major league run right now. Let's see if his teammates can pick him up along the way.
You're right. He talked about being cool, calm, collective, rebounding. Not rebounding right here. That'll be a pickup of 29 yards there. So the face mask, quite a blessing there as they'll start out of harm's way with a 1st and 10. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly. Looking like they're well on their way to a 2-0 start. All smiles right now on that sideline, isn't it?
As well there should be. It's hard to win a game in the NFL. We hear it all the time. We know that it's difficult. But guess who's smiling? But inside is thinking 24-hour rule because we're going to have to play again next week.
Boss man.
Oh, without a doubt. The head coach, he wants them to feel good, but at the same time, find a way to keep improving.
Gold able to tack on the extra point, and the lead will swell by 1 more. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. This fielded at the 2. And his guys are going to start their drive right at the 20-yard line.
The Bengals take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
So here's Dalton and the Bengals now. 1st and 10 at the 20. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And he couldn't hang on. Would have been their 4th pick of the game. Instead, 2nd down. Another wayward pass. You know, things started out poorly in this game, and to be frank, they just really haven't gotten much better.
And all that does is embolden a secondary. They feel good about what's going on, and they just play better and better.
To throw on 2nd and 10, Dalton. And the 9ers get there and bring him down.
That right now, that's a defeated team out there. I think you can see it totally in their body language.
Hands on hips, heads low. It's just been a struggle from the start.
Yeah, this team has been thoroughly beaten right from the word go.
14 yards is the pickup there, but it'll still lead to a 4th down. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Bengals in possession of the football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. 4th down. Dalton wants to throw. Under heavy pressure, and down goes Dalton on the sack. Sheldon Day. And boy, possession here turns over with the football already being in the red zone.
Break. 57 to Mike. What we got? What we got? What we got? Ready.
Defense still with 3 timeouts. We'll see if they want to use them here as the kneel down comes.
Ready, set. 57's mine. Double dog, that's the way. Big rip.
And they'll indeed take a knee. So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long.
Get it.
And they will take a knee here.
On the ready. Mike 57, Mike 57. Watch the run. Watch the run. Watch the run.
Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feel like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for San Francisco, it's a dream start. 2 wins in 2 early road games. And they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for Cincinnati, they'll drop to 0-2. And